Before empires were forged by conquest or bloodline, one was born from a moment the entire world witnessed. 7 centuries ago, the Central Lands stood on the brink of a final, catastrophic war. Rival city states, bound by generations of grievance and ambition, gathered their armies for decisive battle. Banners were raised, diplomacy had failed, bloodshed was inevitable. Then the sky changed. A vast solar phenomenon burned across the heavens, a radiant halo accompanied by violent flaring, visible across distant regions. Priests faltered mid prayer, mages felt their working strain or fail, civilians poured into the streets in fear and awe. Across temples, arcane circles, and civic halls, the same conclusion was reached independently. The event bore the mark of Auren, sun god, and the first among the pantheon. The battle was never fought. Instead, messengers rode through the night, and the rulers of the warring states met in council. Beneath public awe, religious interpretation, and collective exhaustion, they chose unity over annihilation. War would give way to law. Rivalry would be constrained by order. The gods would stand as witnesses. This moment became known as the Concord of Dawn. From it arose the Aurensian Empire and its first emperor, Albrecht, the Dawn Bearer, sworn not to rule by conquest, but to uphold the unity forged beneath the burning sky. Aurensian rule is defined by balance. The emperor serves as custodian of the Concord, charged with preserving unity, enforcing imperial law, and defending the realm, ruling not by divine right, but under divine witness. The crown is elective, selected by the imperial senate, and sanctified by the faith, a safeguard born from the empire's founding compact. That senate stands in three wings: nobility who guard land and lineage, guilds and cities who uphold trade and infrastructure, and clergy who ensure alignment with divine law. No single wing rules alone. Debate, negotiation, and deadlock are not flaws, they are design. Imperial law is codified under Zonenrecht, Sun law, a system emphasizing order, loyalty, hierarchy, and contract, binding diverse provinces beneath a shared legal and symbolic framework. Religion and state are inseparable. The solar pantheon is honored across the empire, with Auren as first among the gods. Other deities govern war, harvest, hearth, knowledge, travel, and death, often favored regionally, but all stand beneath the sun's primacy. Coronations, wars, and acts of state require religious sanction, reinforcing the belief that the empire exists under divine witness. Aurensia expanded, not through erasure, but assimilation. Conquered regions were permitted their customs, their governance, and their gods, so long as they accepted imperial law and acknowledged the sun above all. Its military reflects this same balance: a professional imperial army, sworn to the emperor, alongside noble forces bound by obligation rather than command. Aurencia endures because it is cautious. Its laws change slowly, its institutions resist sudden reform. Its authority is heavy with ritual precedent and memory. Yet for over 7 centuries, the Empire has prevented continent wide war and preserved a fragile unity born beneath a sign the world itself witnessed. Whether that unity is protection or restraint depends on where one stands and how brightly the sun falls upon them. Aurencia was not forged by a blade, but by a moment when the sky itself demanded order.